the thing with subduing before calling control.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What is needed to subdue him? To fight him down to some kind of 0 health points,
Right. He doesn't
or
have health points. What you have to do is you have to get a 14 on a roll that is a
Mhm.
roll to subdue, like with a proper action that will actually hold the person or to make them powerless in some way. And then get a 14 on the roll to do it.
How big was that snake?
Very big.
Very big.
Mm-hmm.
So a waste paper basket on top of it doesn't do it.
Probably not. Right. But there are plenty of things like tables and things like that. And don't worry too much about what's feasible. Don't worry too much about how am I going to put it? This is a game where if what you say makes any sense at all, roll and let's see how it goes.
I want whatever the bartender has behind his bar delivered to me, and then I'm going to use it.
That sounds excellent. So the first thing that you need to do is to acquire whatever it is they have behind their bar, which is a very intelligent thing to do. So that's going to be talent.
In which case, I'm still rolling 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to die, but I'm going to die happy. 13.
You find the shotgun.
Let me do my math first.
Mm-hmm. That will be, I believe, a 10 for the challenge points.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Follow-up roll.
Mm-hmm. And so the next question is for Henna. Okay, I'm going to tell you what he's doing. First of all, your stab did, expose this hostile personality, and the other thing it does is make it. It doesn't want to get stabbed again, right? So it's going to start slithering and stomping around to confuse you and try to put you off guard so that it can attack. So the effect of this in game terms is simply to make it harder to stop. So you are you are in the positions of telling me what you're trying to do now.
Well, I guess I still want to attack it now when I started.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we were supposed to be the good and non-violent people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well,
but
it's all a dream.
Yeah.
I should also point out something kind of interesting, which is that mystery agents are surprisingly blank on details of their own pasts, which should tell you something.
Well, I try to attack. I don't know what it means, if it's supposed to be harder. And
don't worry about that. I have that. That's the 14. And I was just narrating why it's harder to stop the.
Okay.
So yeah. I wasn't adding anything by saying that. It's already hard. So this is
I
what
guess
it looks like. So I'm also a little curious about how you get home. How do you trying to remember, how do you clock out? How do you wake up? If you can. Oh, you know what? I think you actually have to call control and get and get permission and get lifted, right?
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Yeah, or get us out. Get us out.
Not home.
Whatever. Yeah.
Deja vu, anybody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. A little bit like chaotic, but okay. Although in chaotic you could just go, as I recall. Okay. What now?
So I don't know. I guess I probably have to roll.
Oh, I guess you do.
Here
we go. I finally found it. The Lacuna device is actually something you're carrying And so therefore you it's like a button that you pin on the target, and then you twist it, and it takes 3 seconds, and then it will go into the lacuna. That's the idea. So you have one of these, but you can't just
Cool.
walk up to this horrible thing and pin it on there and turn it. You're going to have to subdue it in order to do this.
Yeah. Now we have to tame the beast first, or like capture it or whatever. Yeah. So if I'm rolling the force thing to attack, is it possible to use, because I have already like plus to it, like can I make it even better?
To make it better, yes, you will have to. Actually, you make it harder, but you'll get more points, and you'll be able to narrate the outcome yourself.
Okay, let's see.
To make it better, you simply, I mean, I'm not sure what your character says. Some of you will do better on your force if you are in your target heart rate. What's your heart rate right now?
Well, it's not quite there yet. It's 84, and the target is 88 minimum.
I see. Okay. So you just need to, right. So you could just try to buy a little bit of time with some other roll, or you could try to, and if you get in your target heart rate, what do you get?
What? Oh yeah. I guess it's the target. Yeah. +1 talent, +1 instinct.
Oh, so you won't gain force. Okay.
No.
All right. So in that case, that depends on who trained you. The way you were trained, that's how you benefit when you get into your target. So, this is the best your force is going to get. So, to explain what I was talking about a minute ago, right.
This the use of challenge points.
Yeah. Oh, right. If you spend challenge points, right.
I doubt that she has 50, but what does it mean going from plus to E?
Oh, that means that if you have E, you will roll 4 dice and keep all the results.
Okay.
There's also an
I,
which you can only get to through damage. And I'll have to, right, a failed result. Someone's injured. Right. Hold on. I just really want to check on something here. Right. Right. Okay. Boy, I do want to check on one thing. I want to know how you get to impaired. Right. So let me double check on impaired just to see how you get there.
Okay. Hidden by a snake.
Right. Only pertains to force rolls in special cases. Well, it seems to me that yes, failing a roll against the hostile personality will make you impaired in your force. And impaired means you only roll 2 dice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Let's have the tell me the actions for both of you. What do you do now?
I'm going to try to shoot the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to buy myself the possibility to roll 4 dice and keep the 6 highest by using challenge points.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So, Henna, what are you doing? I will have you roll.
Yeah, no, I'm in control of the knife thing.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't have enough challenge points to buy that high yet, so I'm just doing.
Are you trying to maybe like keep away from it, or distract it, or fight intelligently to keep from being hit?
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be nice not to
Coordination.
be.
This is coordination and trying to keep your
Yeah.
cool. So this is going to be talent.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Excellent.
It's fine. Well, I mean, I still can't buy anything to it because it's also
Yeah, I know,
thing.
but this will bring up your heart rate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Roll.
That is 14.
14 is good. That's the exact thing you needed. Any lower and you would have been hurt. You gain an exceptional success, which is what you need in order to keep from getting constricted and bitten and everything. And so therefore you quite remarkably, avoid this, perhaps going around a pillar at the right time or something like that. And you will gain 14 to your heart rate, and you will also get 14 challenge points. And so then, Helma, how does this work for you?
I rolled a 13, so not really enough.
Okay. And so you will add 13 to your...
Yeah.
Right. You will roll 13, and you will also get 10 challenge points.
Okay.
And so you do discharge the shotgun, and it booms and causes some destruction, right, to some part of the bar, but it does not injure the hostile personality. So
That's too bad.
right, Fuller may be interested to know that Provost is discharging a shotgun in a enclosed room.
So what? Hold for your ears.
And so fortunately it was not on open, it was on closed chokes, so it actually was a concentrated area rather than the room. Okay. So I figured the bartender wouldn't be so stupid as to be able to keep it on open. So that moves to our next bit. The room is clearing. People are running out of the danger area. At least one person is taking the opportunity to break a bottle or a chair over somebody they don't like in all the confusion. It seems like a good opportunity. They always wanted to do that. So that's happening at one point. Toto is accompanying all the action
I love it.
at one of the heights of the song. I just can't believe that living in Sweden, I cannot escape that song. Wherever you go, somebody's playing Africa. I don't know why.
I don't know where you go. I haven't heard it in years.
Yeah. So then I think... Okay. There are a couple of other things. So I will just point out, if you want to know more about what's happening around the room, then you would use instinct. If you want to do something clever, as you can see, that kind of dodging without trying to hurt them is talent. Finding the shotgun is talent. If you want to get to that phone and call control, that would be access. If you want to do something that would damage the thing, that's going to be talent. Force.
Force, yeah.
So now I believe, Henna, your heart rate has changed a little bit, and you have some challenge points now. So now you've got options. Right. So
yeah, but it's still not enough to buy the 50 thing, but we are getting there. And now it's in the target, like the heart rate.
Well, your talent and instinct are up, though, at this point from the target. So that's good.
So you could do something smart.
Right.
Before your less smart colleague.
Right. Or you could do something.
Impale you.
It seems very reasonable that if you do something exceptionally intelligent, you will actually make the target number lower. You will make it easier for a clear shot, for example.
Can't you corner that thing somehow?
Yeah, any number of things.
Yeah, is it me? Or who is
Both of you.
who is
Both of you announce, right? There's no sequencing
okay.
here. The
Okay.
units that are being resolved are fairly big. So we figure both of you can do something. We're accounting for the next 10 seconds through these two rolls.
Okay.
Whatever
So
seems to
this
come
shotgun
first or
isn't really
coordination.
working for me, and I'm nearly out of my target heart rate, so I
Mhm.
should do something smart.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you have also the shotgun, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not very forceful. It doesn't seem as if I'm able
Throw
to
it to
shoot that
me.
thing.
You
You
could throw
were
it to
much
her.
more successful with a knife.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, like, because if you have that, like, I don't know if it could make like easier to shoot the bad guy, like if making the conditions like clear line of
Exactly.
sight and
Yeah,
whatever.
if you have any way.
A successful roll, you're going to have to roll together. If Hannah succeeds, then that will bring down the target number of Helma's roll. If you're doing
Yeah.
something smart while she's doing something violent, that's how it will work.
Yeah, no, I mean it sounds good, and like the shotgun sounds way more effective in all honesty than I don't know how it's in this game, but compared to the knife. So maybe like I don't know, it could be a smart thing to do to clear the area the best they can and have as ideal, like as little smoke and as little whatever.
The best way to do that is to use yourself as bait, to run into an area that's a clear shot for Provost, and then but be ready to jump out of the way for the shot.
Yeah. No, sure. It's if there's like some people going, so yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
All right, so you're going to run basically into a better lit area, a more lighted area, and then draw its attack.
And without the chaos.
Exactly. Right. People are mostly going for the front door, so therefore it makes sense if you're drawing them back toward the bar. Okay.
Yeah.
So
away from the door.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So good. Go ahead and both of you roll.
What do I roll?
You will be doing talent, which is pretty good right now, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if I have, because if I'm in the target thing and it says talent +1, so does it mean that I have, because I have talent with the plus anyway?
Now
so is it now
E.
like
now it's an E?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to like that heart rate, you know. Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know, you're the body up there on the slab, the body in the waking world is currently at a perfect adrenalized with good respiration and everything. Right.
So it's like keep all the 4.
Yes.
So then it makes 16.
Okay. What did you get, Helma?
I got a 15.
Oh, excellent. Okay, well, having brought that target number down and then getting a 15, first of all, add your numbers to your heart rate.
Yeah.
And then second, each of you add 14 to your challenge points. And then, so what has happened is you basically shoot the snake, right? And this, oh, well, wait, it's an exceptional success. Both of you, tell me what happens.
Well, I don't know. I guess in my case, it's that the thing actually follows exactly how I planned and had in mind and imagined. And there is this ideal, like you couldn't have better conditions.
And so then Helma.
I'm not entirely sure Fuller. Does dead mean subdued?
No, Fuller has maneuvered the snake into the perfect place for your shot. So you can say what happens to the snake, and yes, you can say it's subdued. You can shoot it and it hits the floor, and therefore the hostile personality is available to use the Lacuna device on.
Well then. So it doesn't mean, in this case, success and snake and weapon equals dead snake.
Death is not really the issue here.
Good.
Right. I mean, you
Good.
can say whether it's killed, but you want to. But in this case, it's not really a sensible. Okay, we'll talk
No,
about
that
this
was
later.
what I was
It doesn't have to
wondering.
be dead. It doesn't have to
It
be dead.
doesn't have to be dead.
Right.
That was more or less the
Mhm.
question, yes.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be dead.
Right.
Okay, so
If
we
you said he
basically
was
have a
dead,
paralyzed
then
snake.
right. If you said he was dead, then Edwards dies, which is not your mission. So right.
We have a paralyzed snake.
Right. Excellent. So the snake, hits the ground. So I'm going to presume that you're going to approach to use the Lacuna device.
Yes, please.
Sure. As you continue toward them, there is a terrible noise from where the telephone is.
Okay.
And the phone rings, which may capture your attention.
It does.
And when you look next to the phone, you will see that in the shadows by the phone, because there's like the corridor going back into the bathrooms and the secondary rooms, which, as you know, is like really sinister in a bar like this, right? That little passage, inevitably with all the things written on the wall, as you go down it. And but back there in those shadows is the person and you can see the spider eyes gleaming, right? It's like the face is a silhouette, but the spider eyes are reflecting, including the two, weird tusks. And even a suggestion that there's like a spider leg like braced against the wall on either side, even though the person is pointing with a human hand toward the telephone and says something in a language you don't know, but sounds very much like, it's for you.